Tails, Team Alexis. I'm sorry, Olajuwon Dream. She is a tough coach to play for.
This is true.
With 1 week left in Season 4 of NBA 2K22, you do not want to miss the following events. Aboard the Concha del Mar, check out Park After Dark. This 3-day event will be loaded with rewards, decorations, and competition. Meanwhile, the city hosts Rival Day. Win games and prove that your affiliation is the best affiliation. The Beasts of the East won the last Rival Day championship, so I better see some better effort from the Knights, Vipers, and Wildcats this time around. That's it for me. Get out there and get to level 40.
Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. We have an amazing show for you this week, so let's jump right in.
First up, All-Star and NBA legend Charles Oakley just released a new book, The Last Enforcer, which is a memoir packed with personal stories, but also insight and perspective on the ongoing pursuit of social justice in this country.
We caught up with him this week. Take a look. Welcome to 2K TV. Charles Oakley, so excited to have you on today. Now, we talked to a lot of former players, and I'm interested to hear your take on this, but what do you think about NBA 2K and the progression that it's made from being a video game to now really being ingrained in basketball culture?
I think it's great. So the kids can, like go back and pick their own teams, and when you're out and about, they always say, "Oh, I love picking you, because you play so hard, and in this game, you like 2 times better than you play in the real court." So they love it. It's something good they can experience, and I like to hear that when they talk about me, because I wasn't the top 50 player, top 75. So when you hear the kids talking about you on the court in that way, I love it.
Do you play NBA 2K?
Yes, I played it, and not good at it, but it's, a lot of people do it for different things, for therapy, to relax, and just to see, because somebody tell you, I had you last night, and you just got 20-20 and whatever, so you gotta remember what they said and go play it. But they a lot better than me. I'm still, not crafty with it, but, I give it a shot.
I know you follow the NBA right now. What teams are surprising you the most?
Surprise team this year is Memphis, Cleveland, Chicago. Memphis got John Durant. He just taken over the league. He was out for a minute, came back, and they the top 3 team in the West. Chicago was, most of all, first half of the season, they were leading the East. But I think that Cleveland is a big surprise. One of their best players got hurt, and point guard Garland stepped in, and they playing great. So you can't build a team in this league today.
What are your thoughts on how the NBA has progressed from your era to now?
I touch on that a little in my book about how it comes to be a spread offense and a lot of threes. You can see a lot of teams that, the copycat league trying to be like Golden State. But now you're seeing teams like Memphis, Cleveland, to back big guys. Cleveland got 3 7-footers. If you look at last year's championship, Milwaukee Bucks, they had 3 7-footers on the floor, and they won a championship. So I think the old school coming back just a little, but not a lot.
Can you give us some more highlights from your book, The Last Enforcer?
Basically, just growing up and how my grandfather was so much of a strong man, and I got some of my work happened from him. Later on my career, in high school and college and NBA, just A lot of good story, the consistency on me, on my whole journey, on the court, off the court, and just energy. It can move you. I mean, it's funny, a lot of good laughs in the book. So it's a book probably never been out like this. There's a lot of books out, but I think my book was like the stories in the book and the consistency of me in the book, showing, my whole life, whatever I've been doing is 90% is in this book.
One of the stories in the book is you kicking Dennis Rodman out of a steakhouse in South Beach. Need to hear more about that.
In the book, I tell the whole story, but the reason I kicked him out was he was going around eating up a people's plate. My manager called me. I was about 2 blocks away and told me, "Oh, get over here right away." So I went around there. I looked through the window. He was going around eating up people's plates. So once I saw that, I went in there. I did a beeline straight to him and grabbed him by his chest. I mean, his collar, and just walked him straight out the door and said, "See you. Don't want to be you."
Social justice is a big part of the book. Can you describe how that shaped your life?
Well, I mean, my grandfather came up with, he was born in 1906, so as you know, as them days, back in the days that, as blacks, we went through a lot, slavery and all this and all of that. In this day in life, we try not to, go back to them days because we're trying to make every day a better day for everyone and give everybody equal opportunity in every space. And, for us, ball, it was an outlet for a lot of young kids in the neighborhood, football, baseball. It wasn't a goal to make it to the NBA, but I got out. But I thought just come back and make sure my family and friends who I have involved in my life and, just try to do the right things, especially go back to these inner cities. The kids need help, they need hope, and bring energy. People need to see energy in other people so they can get motivated, and that's what I try to do.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV, and make sure you go pick up The Last Enforcer by Charles Oakley.
No problem. Thank you.
So basically, my plan is just to shoot a lot of threes.
It's about countering.
I like to reach a lot, foul, do whatever to make you feel me on the sticks.
I'm Chandler Gregg, and I am going to win the 250K tournament.
Now that's the kind of confidence that you need to win this tournament.
Game day 4 is here. It's the last chance for people to qualify for the My Team Unlimited tournament. And to talk about it today is Brian, My Team correspondent, to talk about qualifiers and what we can expect to see today.
Thanks, Alexis. It's an exciting time in My Team, so it's great to be on with you guys.
I always love the My Team qualifying days, and here we are, the last qualifying day for players to get into the tournament. But this year, there's a special twist. You can actually qualify on both gens, and the reigning champion, Ty Debo, has done just that. Brian, what other players are qualifying on both gens?
Well, so yeah, Chris, we do have Ty Debo, and then we also have Grussie, who played in the tournament last season. But one person that I've been keeping my eye on is Giants fan, who is a relatively newcomer onto the My Team scene, but they've qualified for the tournament on both consoles. Really excited to see what they can do in the tournament.
We've been catching up with most of all the qualifiers, and the thing that comes to mind is there's not only pro players that are competing, but people new to My Team as well. Do you think there's an added layer of pressure for the new players coming in and seeing some of these veteran players that they might go up against in the tournament?
Definitely, Chris, but at the same time, I think the My Team tournament is a great chance to create new stars. One person I'm looking at specifically is I'm Just Isaac, who finished in 5th place in game day number 3. So they're probably going to be knocking on the door for game day number 4. And he's a player that could really challenge some of the returning guys like Ty Debo and Jomar if he gets in.
I would like to rematch Jomar. Last year I was up 13 in the third quarter. He came back and won. He had that dog mentality in him as well. So I definitely want my rematch against him. I feel like it'll go different this time.
Yeah, I wonder if that rematch is going to happen with Swaggy and Jomar, because we've seen a lot of big names, but we have not seen Jomar.
Yeah, it sounds like Swaggy really wants a rematch. But yeah, Jomar has been noticeably absent from the qualifying list. And again, this is our champion from 2 years ago. I think he's too good not to make the cut. I would love to see him in there, striping threes with Larry Legend again. So let's make it happen.
Brian, how important are the cards that you use? We already know that there's going to be high-octane offenses and a lot of really good defenses. How important is it to know your cards?
It's going to be really important, Chris. There's a few cards I'm looking at for this final game day that could really get some points and everything else. Lonzo Ball, Galaxy Opal just dropped in limited edition 3-packs recently. And then just my personal favorite, the Galaxy Opal Klay Thompson card from Signature Series 4-packs is amazing.
And remember, that All-Star pack just dropped. Any cards in there that you could expect to see in this next qualifier?
Chris, there's a bunch of fun cards in this pack, and I'm gonna say Kobe Bryant and Tracy McGrady, they could be big impact players for a couple teams, so I'm curious to see who runs with them.
Whether it's a newcomer, a veteran, or a professional player, I can't wait to see who else qualifies for the My Team Unlimited tournaments.
And I'm excited to announce that I am covering both tournaments and the finals this year, and I can't wait to see what happens.
Hey 2K TV fans, I'm Kyle Speller, PA announcer for the Denver Nuggets, and I'm back this week to help you award 100,000 VC to your top play of Season 4. Let's see whose hunt for glory is rewarded by your vote right now. Option A is your top block from episode 20, Matt W. Morris with the block and the buzzer beater. Next up, episode 21's winner, Cash Chasing CJ, throwing a self lob on not one, not two, but 3 defenders. Your top assist from episode 22 was Jay Harrington 12, snatching the ball to a half-court lob. Your final choice is nothing less than great from episode 23, swiftly serving to this wreck dunk. Which one deserves 100,000 VC? Vote now for your top play of Season 4. We'll be doing it again in Season 5, so share your best play over social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. And hey, your play could be up for a vote. See you inside your next Nuggets game in NBA 2K22.
It's All-Star Weekend, and for our next 2KTV challenge, we brought together a couple of My Team players and asked them to bring their current All-Star cards for a matchup.
And here's what happened. Today we'll be taking 2 great My Team players, facing them off head-to-head in triple threat mode. One of them will be representing Team Alexis, and one will be representing the winning team, Team Chris. Let's welcome Elijah Dream and My Team Professor to 2KTV.
Pleasure to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Are you guys ready for the competition today?
Ready to go. I love a little competition. I got the win last time, so let's see if I can do it again.
Been looking forward to this all week, so I'm excited to get my hands on the controller and see what I can do.
Now we have something we're doing a little differently today. Like I said, you're facing off in triple threat, and we also have Brian on, and Brian's gonna give us some rules here. So Brian, lay it down. What's going on?
All right, guys. Well, this is a bit of an all-star matchup between 2 big 2K players. The NBA All-Star game is coming up. So for this matchup, we're gonna say that you can only use cards of players that are in the 2022 NBA All-Star game.
All right, so the big question is, who's gonna be representing Team Chris and who's gonna be representing Team Alexis? Brian, how are we doing this?
All right, well, I've got a $1 coin that I'm gonna flip heads or tails, and we'll say heads is gonna be Team Chris and tails is Team Alexis.
Sounds good to me. What do you guys think?
Sounds great.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, since this is the first time Elijah Dream is joining us for a My Team Challenge, Elijah Dream, you get to call it. Heads or tails?
I'm going to call heads.
Heads it is. Let's see what happens.
All right, here we go. Tails, Team Alexis. I'm sorry, Elijah Dream. She is a tough coach to play for.
This is true. This is true. But if you're good, then you don't even need coaching. So I have high expectations for you.
Words of encouragement always help too. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
So Elijah Dream, you're with Team Alexis. I got my team Professor. How are we going to do this? How about we do it one by one? First person chooses an all-star, next person chooses an all-star, and we go back and forth. Does that sound fair?
Yep, sounds fair to me.
Team Alexis is first. We are on the boards. Let's go. Who's going to be our first pick?
Number 1 pick for me, Nikola Jokic. I got to go with the Joker.
All right, I'll make my selection and take Devin Booker.
Boo.
My second pick, we got a center, so I got to go with a guard. Shout out to Toronto, Freddie VanVleet.
First time All-Star. Bet on yourself.
I know Chris is a big Lakers guy, so I got to pick LeBron.
I don't need to say anything else. That's it. Just a fist pump.
My last pick, we're going to go with another guard, an ex-Toronto Raptor, DeMar DeRozan.
Ooh, he's doing well this year.
So we got 2 guys from the West. I'll go with the East selection and go with Cash Money Chris Middleton.
Love it.
It's going to be a good matchup. I can't wait.
All right, well, let's get started now with the triple threat all-star matchup. Nothing against you, Elijah Dream. This is really against Alexis, but I'm rooting for Team Chris in this one.
Let's go.
Us against the world, I guess. I don't know.
Exactly. I love being the underdog.
All right, my team Professor, what's the strategy going into this game?
Just want to play good defense. Jokic is always going to be a problem because of his playmaking ability. So I want to make sure that I can defense to offense.
My game plan. Oh, no. Okay.
Okay, maybe we could get some points on the board.
I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm trying. He's got way better cards.
We chose our cards.
I know, tier-wise, he's got like the higher overall and everything.
Yay, we got 2.
Thank you, Devin Booker. All right, 15-4, Alexis.
Oh,
how you feeling out there?
I'm not doing too well out here. I mean, I got some defensive liabilities out here.
Oh, no. Should we just pack it up, Elijah Dream?
Yeah, this is not good.
I think if anyone's wondering whether Devin Booker is worth the grind, the Professor is showing that he definitely is.
100%.
He is the man with the plan, and you get Middleton along the way. Ball game. Good game.
Good game, man.
There it is. Team Chris taking the W. Alexis, I want to hear from you first.
Well, that was a quicker game than I thought it was going to be. And good win. It took everything in my body for me to say that to you. Good win.
You know, Elijah Dream, don't worry because I lost to the Professor last time, so join the club.
Guys, where can people find you on social media, helping people become better at the game? Elijah Dream, you first.
As you can see, Elijah Dream, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, the whole works. All my socials are the exact same. That's where you can find me. I look forward to seeing you guys there.
And for me, I'm on Twitch, Twitter, Reddit, and I now have a YouTube channel, which I didn't have on the last episode, so started that up. So it's been a lot of fun, and you can catch me streaming pretty much every day.
Awesome. For fans out there that are looking to get better at My Team, check both these guys out. They're great My Team players.
Thanks, Chris, and thanks for having us on.
Thank you. Good game, Professor, and thank you for having me.
The 2K League Season 5 draft is coming up on February 26th, and one prospect that you're probably going to be hearing a lot more from in the next few months is Ant Season.
He's a top 5 draft pick contender, and recently we caught up with him on his thoughts about the draft and the possibility of going professional. Check it out. Anthony, aka Ant Season. Welcome to 2K TV.
How you doing, Chris? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So you're about to be drafted. Have you been thinking about that moment, or are you just trying to stay kind of level-headed about it?
Yeah, I can't help but think about it. You know, it's really exciting, the idea to be drafted by an NBA team and to be a professional. So for me, it's, you know, I picture the moment. I've seen other people get drafted with the cameras and live at the draft. So it's like, you know, I'm just picturing my moment.
Now, going into the draft, obviously a lot of teams are looking for point guards. Tell the fans about your game and how you got started in competitive 2K.
I got started in the park just like a lot of people did, and I transitioned the ante up the stage. You know, I played a lot of that when I was younger, and then I found pro, and I was like, wow, this is a lot more fun. And, you know, I have a background in basketball growing up, so it's like, wow, this is like, you know, it brings me back to the good days. And yeah, I had a lot of fun playing pro.
And of course, coming into the season, this season is a little bit more unique than previous seasons because of the addition of 3v3. How have you prepared to become a professional player with 3v3 in mind and 5v5?
Right, I think it's a really cool opportunity for the league and all the players in general. And like I said, you know, my background with Park and ante up, I think it's going to help me a lot in the 3v3 side of it. And of course, I've been playing pro for the last few years, so I think that I'm well equipped to do well in both areas of the season.
All right, last question. I have to ask this. Where's your trash talk game at on a scale of 1 to 10? You got to come strong with the 2K League when you have people like Bear the Beast who know how to trash talk.
Yeah, I think my trash talk's about an 8 or a 9. I think that, you know, there was that pro event in Vegas about 2 weeks ago, and I was talking some trash. I was, you know, not on the Bear the Beast level, the Dave Fry level, but, you know, it's pretty good, and I think that I'm really excited for that as well.
Thanks so much for joining us on 2K TV. Best of luck in the Season 5 draft. We'll be excited to see where you land.
Thank you. Have a good one, Chris.
You too. Hey, Alexis, I think you have a flight to catch.
Yeah, the next time you see me, I will be in Cleveland.
Woo, All-Star Weekend, baby.
I am so excited. We're putting together an All-Star special for you. You won't want to miss it. Check back here next Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific time for all of the highlights from All-Star Weekend 2022.
Well, make sure to bring me back a gift, and until then, enjoy the game.
Bye.
Welcome to All-Star Action, everyone. Kevin Harlan, happy to be here with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Tonight, it's the Mountain Dew three-point contest. We'll get to see the best three-point marksmen, showing everyone what they've got.
This is all about concentration, guys. You get on a roll, lock into that rhythm. That's what you try to do here.
Absolutely, and the crowd is completely behind you, unlike when you play a game and sometimes they're with or against. Watching on TV, such a different environment than a game. This is really a fun event for everyone.
So it'll be Devin Booker here. 5 racks with 2 balls stationed out deep in the Dew zone. 70 seconds to shoot 27 shots in all. Now, the 2 balls are worth 3 points. The money balls are worth 2. The rest are worth 1. And each shooter picks a rack of all money balls.
And so now you're thinking about strategy. Do you put that money ball rack last? Because you're all warmed up and it is only 22 feet away, so you cannot afford to waste any time.
Make that 14. Misses with the first 2 balls. Up to 15 now. At 16. Make it 17. Nearly perfect there. Just 1 miss on the rack. 2 racks to go. Now 20 points. He's got 21. Up to 22. That's 4 in a row now. 1 last rack remains. Now at 26. He's up to 27. That makes 28 points. And he walks away with a score of 28. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
And it was an ideal start for him. I mean, he nailed every ball off the first crack.
So it'll be Trae Young here. 1 point. That's 2. Now 3 points. Chalk it up, his 4th in a row. A clean rack that time. Woo-hoo. He's got 8. Great stuff. Hang on tight, that's 9 in a row. He's at 14. He's got 16. Now up to 18.
How about that?
And he buries his 5th in a row. 1 for 2 from the do zone. Now at 26. He's up to 27. That makes 28 points. And with that shot, he moves into sole possession of first place. He's on top. Attaboy. He's hot now, his 7th consecutive basket. A terrific round. 36 total points. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
Clutch shooting from the do zone, and those money balls paying off.
36 points. Here we go with Damian Lillard.
And you can see him eyeing that do zone. No doubt he'd like to pick up all 6 of those points.
This will be a real test of his range. They make the racks at the arc look like the easy part of this contest. Healing it.
Nice job there. That's 2 good racks in a row.
2 ball down.
These last few shots have been beautiful. Pretty to watch.
And he buries his 5th in a row. That gives him 18. Clearing the 20-point mark. And good on the second 2 ball. What a run. He's hit his 9th consecutive shot. 11 straight. He's raining him down. Gets the money ball. Breaking the 30-point barrier. He's at 32 points.
And that equals the best score of this round.
Incredible 38 total points for the round. What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
Yeah, he had a good time out there. He hit a few in a row, and then he was off and running. I mean, he ended up burying 11 straight.
It's off to the races now. That's his 6th in a row. And so here's Anunoby now.
If he wants to stay in this, he needs to rack up at least 28 points.
Going to take some major sharpshooting to come close to beating that, fellas.
Now with 6. 7 points.
Now we're talking.
Money ball, no good. He's got to speed up. Clock's ticking. He's got 10. He's got 12. He's at 14. And now is 16.
He's shuffling his feet a little bit here. He needs to pick up the pace. Come on now.
Goes 1 of 2 on the 2 ball.
6 more points to stick around.
8 in a row. They're all falling. And now 24. 2 more points to stick around. He's up to 27. Yes, and his score comes in at 28. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
Boy, he cleaned up on the money balls, nailing 7 out of 9.
So it'll be Miles Bridges here.
It's true. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So it's essential that a player keeps a fast pace.
And for most of these guys, that's not a problem. We've got some quick triggers here tonight.
Now with 6. He's got 8. 10 points on the board.
Hey, yeah, that's right. A sluggish beginning.
That's 13. Now 14. Now to 15.
Now he's got it.
That's his 5th consecutive make. Pressure's on. 19 to score. Now 20 points.
7 more points to stay in contention.
That's 4 in a row now. 3 more points to stay in contention. Now at 26. He's up to 27. And he notches 29 for the round. Wow, that was something else, guys. We don't see too many performances like that.
Yeah, it was a terrific start. He was feeling it from the get-go.
That moves him to third. So it's James Harden ready to go. He's in a good spot, getting to go last. It's no mystery how many points he needs to move on.
The hardest thing for a shooter might be just maintaining that same level of concentration through all 5 rounds.
It is one of the hardest things, at least because that 70 seconds really can feel like 70 minutes when you're out there.
He's got 9.
Nice job there. That's 2 good racks in a row.
12 for him. Good for 13.
Oh, Harden's starting to feel it. Sure.
Going too slow here. He needs to dial it up.
Cannot afford a lapse in concentration now. He's got to finish strong.
That makes 21. He needs 6 more points. That makes 24. He's at 25.
He needs 3 more points.
And he buries his 5th in a row. And he runs it up to 29 points. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
Well, how about 9 straight? I mean, come on, that says a lot. Shows you how dangerous his touch is from outside.
That ties him up for 3rd here. Lillard's got the honors of being able to go into the finals as the top scorer from the qualifying round.
And just amazing scores up to this point. I mean, these guys have pushed each other to new heights this year. I love it.
Yeah, and this is exactly what you hope for coming into the shootout. Great shooters at the top of their game just battling it out.
So it'll be Miles Bridges here. He's got 35 seconds to launch as many shots as he can.
And now he's getting it going.
He's at 14. He takes the maximum points from his 2nd straight rack.
3 good racks in a row, shooting it well.
It's a total of 17 points that he'll take away from that round. And so we'll see James Harden. He knows the number to beat. 35 seconds to work. Here we go.
He's got to be feeling very confident about his chances here.
That's 2, 4 points. 6. That makes it 4 straight for him.
That's a good rack for him.
11 on the board. 7 straight. He's stringing them together. Not just 13. Make that 14. Can't get the money ball.
And that's his 3rd straight good rack. He's rolling.
That gives him 18. 18 points for him when it's all said and done. So it's James Harden ready to go.
When Harden came into the league, people were unsure if he'd be able to shoot with range in the NBA. He started out a little slow, but he's become quite the scorer and sharpshooter. A lot of people thought that would be the case. It was just a matter of when. The last ball in each rack, the money ball, is such a key in the shootout. I mean, knocking those down makes up for a lot of other misses.
He's hot now, his 7th consecutive basket. He's got 10.
That's 2 good racks for him back-to-back.
That's 13. He's at 14. Drains the money ball. 1 for 2 from the do zone. And it's 20 now. That makes it 4 straight for him. Up to 22. Now with 23 points. He's at 25.
This is how you do it.
What a run. He's hit his 9th consecutive shot. That's 11 in a row. It's a barrage of threes. An impressive 35 points for him. What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
A dozen in a row. I mean, like he made in that round is not easy, guys. Trust me, that was sensational shooting.
So it'll be Trae Young here, and no small task for him here. 35 points to tie, 36 to take the lead. 8 points. 8 in a row. They're all falling.
A lot of air turbulence with this start.
11 straight. He's raining them down. 12 in a row. What more can you say? This is getting ridiculous. That's 13 straight. One after another, after another. How in the world is he doing it? He racks down 2 to go. Now at 26.
8 more points and he'll tie things up.
That makes 28 points. And that's his 4th straight. Now at 31 points. 3 points more to tie it. That makes 33.
He's finding that touch.
And he totaled up to 34 points for the round. Too much ground to make up here, Clark. He's done.
And that's just the way it goes sometimes. Out of here.
Yeah, you do your best. Sometimes, though, the competition can just be a little tough.
Here we go with Damian Lillard. Here we go. This is it. He led all qualifiers. Now, can he emerge victorious in the finals?
It'll take 35 points for him to get a tie, but the lead is his if he can beat that.
Yeah. That's a streak of 7 in a row.
That's 2 good racks for him back to back.
He's going to have to be just about perfect the rest of the way. 12 for him. Not just 13. Now 14. Gets the money ball. Goes 1 of 2 on the 2 ball. That makes 21. Chalk it up. His 4th in a row. Well, I think, yeah, that's it. He's done.
Yeah, he can't make it up in these last few shots, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks for playing. We'll see you next year.
And he'll take that. 33 total points. And that'll do it for the Mountain Dew 3-point contest. As one man stands alone, this year's champion, James Harden.
What a commando performance by our champion. Once he got rolling, the only question was, who's getting second?
Yeah, I mean, he deserves all the credit in the world for that one. I mean, to come out on top against a field like this, sensational.
And the drama, the excitement. This year's 3-point contest had it all. It was our pleasure to bring it to you. Every shot, terrific to watch. Now, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long for Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Thank you and good night.
Welcome to the AT&T NBA Dunk Contest. This is the moment you've all been waiting for, basketball fans. Let's meet the slam dunk participants. The first participant, Zion Williamson. Let's get this party started. The second contestant, Here we go. The first contestant, Zion Williamson. Let's begin. The second participant, Ja Morant. Shooter ready. The third participant, Hamidou Diallo. Fans, texting your vote for who you think had the best night.